am Tawana Akins, and I am from Brown Sub. Who knows about Brown Sub in here? You ever heard of it? Very good. I see hands in the back as well. I am from Brown Sub. I grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment with 6 of us in it. My dad had 26 kids in all, but my mom had the last 6. We grew up very poor, but I didn't know I was poor. I didn't know I was poor because our house was filled with love. I had a mom and a dad that had a great relationship in the house. How many of you all here have that great relationship where mom and a dad is in the house still? Wow. That's amazing and that's very touching. Now that you know that you don't have both parents in the house, what are you going to do to make sure in your future that it's 2 people in the house when we get to breeding and having families, right? We have to make sure we change the trajectory of what we have gone through already. Yeah. With me having 2 parents, it was a little better because I was able to have the support from my dad. I'm a daddy's girl. And also my mom. So I say that to say this to you. It doesn't matter your circumstances when you're growing up, because I told you we were very poor. But my mom made sure that we had meals every day, breakfast. She packed our lunch for school. We had a little Bambi. Y'all don't know about Bambi bread, but back in the day they used to save the Bambi bread because we weren't able to afford the Ziploc bags. And that's how we carried our lunch to school. And we had dinner as well. By the time I was in 10th grade, I ended up pregnant. And I gave birth to my daughter. And look, everybody started counting me out. How many of you all are counted out already? You feel like nobody loves you and you feel like you're counted out and nobody cares. And it's okay to be honest with yourself right now. Thank you. And see, and some of you all are adults out there and you're raising your hand. I know that feeling because sometimes you're in workplaces with the same feelings that you are counted out or left out. But it's going to be up to you to make sure you are counted in. I believed in myself once I had my daughter and I struggled. I went on in high school when I finished number 5 in the class because I'm like, everybody trying to look at me crazy because I made one mistake in life, but I had to recover from that. So I went on, graduated number 5 in my class of 1994 at Cope Center North. And then I told my counselor at the time, Ms. Gibson Smith, who just recently passed away a few years ago, and her funeral was also in Overtown. She told me, you're a diamond in the rough, but once you come out that rough, you're going to become so great. And that stuck with me. I'm like, shoot. Let me go ahead. And I enrolled in Florida Memorial University. It was Florida Memorial College at the time. And I started in 1994. Listen to this. What year I started college? 1994. Florida Memorial is a 4-year degree, right? So that means like 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. By 1998, I should have been done, right? But in those 4 years, I dropped out of college at least 6 times. I'm like, man, I can't do this. But then again, I heard her voice, and I give this testimony all the time. I heard Ms. Gibson Smith's voice. That's my counselor from high school. You better get up, girl. You better finish. I kept hearing her voice. So when I walked across the stage, I thought about Ms. Gibson Smith, who believed in me. You have to surround yourself with people that believe in you. Because you're going to have people around you, they don't believe anything that comes out your mouth. You have to be around people that support you and care for you. Some of us stay in relationships and friendships that do not pour anything into us. And that goes for family and friends. If they're not pouring anything to you, it's time for you to step out. I had to deal with this last month. I say October is my last month of dealing with unsupported people, whether it's family or friends who don't believe in my mission and my vision. Because you need people around you that's going to support your mission and your vision. All of you out in the audience, you got to attach yourself to someone who believes in you. Because you're going to go through, you're going to keep going through in life. But attach yourself to someone that believes in you. And both of you all could be, girl, like me and Miss Jackson be doing, girl, you got to go ahead and do that. And she tells me, girl, you got to do that. We support each other. It's always good to have that one supportive friend. So I graduated 2003 with my Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Yay, I'm ready to become a teacher. Became a teacher. Few months in, I was really into school then. Went back, got my master's degree, got 2 master's degrees and another specialist degree. So I ended up with 4 college degrees in all. How many of you all want to go to college? And tell the truth. Okay. So good. When we talk and have questions later, I want to know, what are you doing now since you want to go to college?